The latest polls show that Elon Musk's popularity is now even lower than Donald Trump's, and the news from a former Musk girlfriend is not going to help.
I'm selling it because I need to make up for the 60% cut that Elon made to our son's child support.
That is Ashley St. Clair. As the headline says, the MAGA influencer says she's selling her Tesla because vindictive Elon Musk slashed their child support 60%.
Why do you think that he did that?
That's a great question for him.
You feel like he was sort of like vindictive against you in some way?
Yeah, that's his modus operandi when women speak out.
When was the last time that you spoke to him or tried to speak to him?
February 13th.
But he's just not responding to you at all? And how would you characterize sort of the way that he's going about
you can check the stocks. I'm not the only one who's cleaning up after his messes.
Musk faced a public relations mess recently when St. Clair proclaimed that Musk fathered a child she gave birth to last fall. 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father. People magazine reported 2 weeks ago that Musk had cut the child support for St. Clair out of retaliation when she filed a custody petition in court. Attorneys for the former Turning Point USA ambassador told the outlet Elon Musk has financially retaliated against his own child and reduced his financial support substantially and unilaterally. He did this after Ashley was forced to bring this matter to court when he refused to respond to her many private attempts to resolve this matter without publicity. Amidst a sell-off of Teslas nationwide in protest of Musk's work eliminating government jobs, St. Clair invited the media to film her and film the truck that hauled away the Tesla. This particular make and model of the electric vehicle has a value of about $100,000. As Page 6 reports, Elon Musk claims he's paid Ashley St. Clair $2.5 million, but still questions paternity of child, not against finding out. Quote, I don't know if the child is mine or not, but am not against finding out. No court order is needed. Musk 53 commented on a video on X showing St. Clair selling her Tesla. Despite not knowing for sure, I have given Ashley $2.5 million and am sending her $500,000 a year. In response, St. Clair posted on X, Elon, we asked you to confirm paternity through a test before our child, who you named, was even born. You refused. And you weren't sending me money. You were sending support for your child that you thought was necessary until you withdrew most of it to maintain control and punish me for disobedience. But you're really only punishing your son. The conservative influencer, age 26, went on, it's ironic that your last effort in court was to try to gag me while you use a social media channel you literally own to distribute derogatory messages about me and our child to the entire world. It's all about control with you, and everyone can see it. She concluded, America needs you to grow up, you petulant man-child. That, of course, generated more headlines, including Elon Musk's alleged baby mama lashes out at petulant man-child amid paternity quarrel. According to People magazine, Musk had fathered 12 children by 3 different women before St. Clair. Amidst Musk's personal problems, he continues to get ridiculed by Democrats in Congress over his work helping Donald Trump shred the U.S. government.
Now, I find it ironic, of course, that our chairwoman, Congresswoman Green, is in charge of running this committee. Now, in the last Congress, Chairwoman Green literally showed a dick pic in our oversight congressional hearing, so I thought I'd bring one as well. Now, this, of course, we know is President Elon Musk. He's also the world's richest man. He was the biggest political donor in the last election. He has billions of dollars in conflicts of interest, and we know that he is leading a power grab, also abided by and encouraged by Donald Trump and, of course, the chairwoman, Congresswoman Green.
Do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Well, he is a dick.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
dismantling the Department of Labor, dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling all of our consumer protection agencies. And so it's all important, but it's also important to get the attention of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is.
And what he is, on top of somebody wrecking the government, is a petulant man-child, according to his latest alleged baby mama. The weirdness and the drama never seem to end with Elon Musk. And he's the guy that Donald Trump has entrusted to shape the lives of millions of Americans. Remarkable. By the way, Donald Trump's economic disaster is getting worse.
Problematic situation.
Minutes after the opening bell, U.S. markets plunged once again.
This morning, Wall Street is bracing for the launch of President Trump's massive tariffs, which start on Wednesday. Ahead of that, Trump is now saying he could care less if automakers raise prices, following his pledge to impose 25% tariffs.
The people that are going to make money are people that manufacture cars in the United States. Outside of the United States, that's going to be up to them. I don't care too much about that.
We all saw that awkward Tesla ad that Trump did on the White House lawn, and we've seen Trump call low Tesla sales illegal, as if we're all supposed to just go out and buy Teslas right now with money we don't have because Trump is seemingly intentionally tanking the economy, threatening to cut Social Security, and meanwhile, Elon Musk is cutting everyone's jobs. But Tarlov is right. This is absolutely a free market point. People have the right to buy products they want or not to. Elon is the one who decided to tie his entire brand directly to his public image. This is the risk you take when you do that.
Yeah, these leftist protesters, they seem to be attacking Tesla's, this private company, as a way to protest government. They seem to have overlooked the fact that Elon Musk is trying to eliminate government.
You can't depend so heavily on whether or not the public likes you while also disparaging and actively making life more difficult for that same public. He chose to be the face of Tesla. He also chose to be the face of Doge. So here's Elon talking about how sad the boycotts and the backlash have made him.
What have you done that warrants this? Because I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring. And yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just, smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So I think we just have a deranged... there's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
When Elon Musk goes on television saying that he thought the Democrats were the party of empathy, it does not elicit empathy and sympathy for him. It doesn't make people think, he's right. I really should be kinder or feel more compassion for this man who has not shown kindness or compassion for anyone else. I don't know what he's going through as the richest and arguably most powerful man in the world, this poor, poor rich man. That's not what happens. That empathy does not extend to him. It extends to the people who are suffering because of him and because of people like him. He says he's never done harm to anyone. It doesn't even matter whether or not he really believes that. The fact remains that he has done harm to so many, and he continues to do more harm unapologetically. It's hard to tell whether or not people like Elon Musk, when they do interviews like this one on Fox, if they're just sticking to talking points or if they really are that far removed from the everyday man. Honestly, it's probably a combination of both. They don't listen when people outside of their circles are talking. The people who are ranting on social media and YouTube are inconsequential to them, so their opinions don't matter. I don't have a Tesla. I'm not even in his market, so why would he care what I have to say about him? Elon Musk is used to running companies, not governments, which is funny because so is Trump. And companies are, not to be dramatic, but they're a little tyrannical. Whoever's at the top is usually unelected and has far-reaching powers that are maybe checked somewhat by a board or by laws and regulations, but there's not always a board to hold the leader accountable, and there are ways to bypass laws and regulations. The leaders can make demands of people as they please, as opposed to enacting democratically supported changes within the organization, and if the workers don't abide by those demands, then what do they say? You're free to leave. But they know that that's not a real choice that workers have. Most workers can't quit their jobs every time a policy is enacted that they don't like. Just like how they say if you don't like how the country is being run, you're free to leave. That's not how democracies work. If you don't like how something is being run, you have the right to have your voice be heard, and you have the opportunity to enact the change that you'd like to see. Leaving someone's home is not a viable or desirable option for most people, and they know that. They know that most people will just sit quietly and let it all happen because the alternative is too uncomfortable. And they're actively making it uncomfortable. They're calling for the impeachment of judges who go against the will of Trump. They're silencing and suing media organizations and journalists who print and post things unfavorable to Trump and his administration. This is all wildly undemocratic, and it's all systematic. The things people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump say and do publicly must be assumed to be part of some larger strategy that they're implementing. Elon Musk doesn't have to do any interviews if he doesn't want to do them. Trump even stopped doing White House press briefings during his first term. So every time they do get up in front of a camera, you have to assume that they're doing it for a reason. They have some kind of agenda behind doing that interview. So is Elon Musk really sad that we don't like him? Did he really think that parading around on stage at CPAC with a chainsaw would endear people to him? I couldn't say what he thought would or wouldn't happen. He lives in a different world than the rest of us. Remember, this is the same guy who once told advertisers who didn't want to work with him anymore to go F themselves, while at the same time lamenting that advertisers didn't want to work with him. It's just basic capitalism. People spend their money where they want to spend it, on things that they want to spend it on. If they don't want to spend it on Elon Musk, and if they don't want any of his products, they can't be made to patronize his business.